on?
We are.
All right.
Hey everyone, happy Thursday. Welcome to the Bad Calls, Balls, and Brawls. And may the 4th be with you. It is officially May 4th. So to all our Star Wars fans out there, may the 4th be with you.
That's right. I want to welcome everybody in, especially some people that are tuning in for the first time. As mentioned, we have a big announcement, but hope you guys are having a good week. And if not, it is almost over. Friday is tomorrow, and it's also Cinco de Mayo. So may the 4th be with you today. Cinco de Mayo tomorrow. Gotta love it.
And sure enough, Cinco de Mayo falls on a Friday. Like, what? Party animals. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
That doesn't happen very often, so hopefully people are partying responsibly these days.
Well, sure enough, Graham, it is already Cinco de Mayo in UK. So happy Cinco de Mayo, Graham. Hey, Derek, welcome to the show. Good to see you, buddy. Definitely want to catch up with you about the draft. I know you were at the draft, and we're going to talk about that.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
Our buddy Kirk is Jersey Devils. Congratulations for beating the Rangers. Excited, and he was in Disney the other day. And all right, so
happy birthday to his wife, Kathy.
Oh, you know it was Kathy's birthday.
Yeah, it was.
Tell Kathy happy 21st birthday. For those of you, we have a lot of people tuned in for the first time. My real name, which some of you may not even know, I'm Ashley. I'm better known as 305 Sports Babe. My co-host, Lewis, don't ever call him Lewis, is Lou. And
call me whatever you want. That's fine.
Just don't call me for dinner. You can't keep saying that. Adam also in the house. Hello, Adam. What's going on? Adam? Kathy said thank you. So yes, guys. Obviously, we bring you all here for a weekly show, but we have a huge announcement to make, and I haven't told anybody. Lewis told very few people.
Told anybody?
I haven't, and the fact that you've told some people, I'm a little mad about. So if you ever need to tell Lewis secret, just know that it'll get out because he's not good at keeping secrets.
I told a handful of people that I, family and people I trust and confide in. So for those of you who I did tell, and you've kept it in this long, I appreciate your respect in doing that. That means a lot. So.
Sandy in the house. Sandy, love you. When we started promoting it, Derek even texted me today. He was like, "What's a secret?" I said, "I'm not telling you, so good try."
So you kept your secret. Nice.
Yes, I've kept my secret. So yes, and Graham got May the 4th be with you, Cinco de Mayo, Revenge of the Six, the second Star Wars Day, and then the Motorhead Day. It's the 8th of May. Oh my! Well, okay, you're gonna have to add this to the great things because this is about to really, get it going. But before we tell you the announcement, there's a lot of great things happening in South Florida sports, right? And Lou always told me like we could never plan a vacation in like April, May, and June. And I thought, okay, and it's because our teams could be in the playoffs. But what are the shots? Well, long story short, we have the Panthers and the Heat in the playoffs right now. So.
Incredible.
The big announcement is that we don't have a vacation planned for the next few weeks because we are glued to the TV, glued to the stadium, the arenas. So the Panthers beat the Boston Bruins round 1 of the playoffs. Boston Bruins were the number 1 team in the NHL. They had the best regular season record in all of the NHL.
Over 100 years.
We beat them. Huge Game 7.
Amazing.
We barely made the playoffs.
Yep. As when we did the show last week, the series was 3-2. Coming down here for a crucial Game 6. We won that one and beat them in Game 7 in overtime, just like we did in Game 5 in overtime. So, it's just an amazing time to be a South Florida sports fan. And then I know you're talking about the next team that's still playing.
Yes, but before, the beer guy. Hello. What's going on?
What's going on, beer guy?
Bruins' biggest choke in sports history. Yes, but then the second biggest choke in sports history, thanks to the Miami Heat. We finished out the series with the Milwaukee Bucks. We ended up winning. We didn't go to game. We didn't even need a Game 7 with the Bucks. We finished them off. Game 5.
Game 6.
We didn't even need that. And so we finished that series off in Milwaukee. And now we're
I'm sorry, we didn't just finish them off. We also fired their coach. A short time ago, we got an alert on our phone that Mike Budenholzer, the coach, he won a championship with the Milwaukee Bucks. So very, he has a great track record and all, but apparently this loss in the first round was unacceptable, and we got their coach fired. So
that happened. Yeah, so now we are in the second round against the New York Knicks. Knicks are so not used to being in the playoffs because they're the Knicks. We took Game 1 from them. They took Game 2 from us, both at the Garden. Game 3 will be played here in Miami, 3:30 on Saturday. Game 4, 4 o'clock on Monday. We really got to get this announcement. Now they're thinking I'm pregnant. I'm actually down 15 pounds in the off season. So let's say I'm.
People have been saying I'm pregnant for a while now. So.
Yeah. So no, I'm not pregnant. Lou may be pregnant.
With twins.
Yes. But the gentleman's sweep of the Bucks, it is awesome. And no, we are obviously this series with the Knicks. It's not going to be easy. It very well could go to a game 7. Hopefully not. Jimmy's a little banged up, but so is Julius Randle, and so is Brunson. I mean, both teams are, right? So we'll see how that goes. Tara in the house, our buddy from Texas. We have such a great group of people. They need to know. We can't keep them any longer. So guest number 1, no, I am not pregnant. Guest number 2, is Lou pregnant? I'm not sure, but that's not the announcement. The F1 this weekend, yes, the F1 is in Miami. It's a second year it's here, so that's exciting.
I don't know if a lot of people know this, but the F1, if you see it, you're going to see a portion of the track that has yachts, and then it looks like there's water. It's not. It's fake. The yachts are real. They bring yachts in, and they pretty much have the yachts like VIP sections where people can hang out and like just watch the race from atop a yacht. And then that whole water, it looks like it. I guess they make it seem like that way on TV, but it's not. It's regular flat pavement. And so it's amazing that what the F1, the amount of celebrities that come in.
It's huge. We have another guest for the big announcement. Is the announcement that you're coming for the King's coronation on Saturday?
It's not. That's not. Good guess, but it's not.
Remember, we can't travel, Graham. We have the Heat and the Panthers in playoff. We cannot leave. So not.
I did hear about that though. That sounds like a tremendous time across the pond, and we gotta do that one day.
One day we're going out there to see Graham, and I have family in the UK. I don't think I've ever told you that. I have a lot of family out there, Graham. I don't even think I told you. We do. Wow. My grandfather, Non's husband. They think we're related to some royalty. They haven't told me yet, but I have a lot of family out there as well. And plus, Graham's a brother to us. So, a little bit of Marlins news. We swept last week. It was awesome. Lou and I headed to a game on Saturday, and he was there. We met. Yeah, you want to tell them some of the people we met?
Yeah. So we were at the Marlins game on Saturday against the Cubs. They were announcing the Caribbean Series that's going to be coming down to Lone Depot Park. Coming off the tremendous success of the World Baseball Classic, they want to keep that party going and actually fill the stadium because the Marlins, unfortunately, aren't doing that yet. Like we expect, we were hopeful that they would. But yeah, so in efforts to promote that Caribbean Series, they had some big time stars out there. Andrew Jones was there, Hall of Famer Roberto Alomar, by many the best second baseman who ever played, and also. Vladimir Guerrero.
We met him. We met him.
Not the son, the dad.
Like Pops. Like Pops. Pops
was there. That was pretty cool to see.
Yeah, and we swept the Marlins. We swept the Cubs. Yep. And then we won't talk about what the Braves have been doing to us. Let's just keep it positive.
Let's keep positive. Speaking of the Cubs, fan favorite, amazing actor Bill Murray, who's a huge Chicago sports fan, was sitting front row at that Marlins Cubs series. So, and he's an all-time great actor. A really funny guy. I mean, some of the classics that he's been in. Yeah. So it was cool to see Bill Murray out there as well.
Randy in the house. Randy, hey guys, you're checking in. You're not just checking in. You want to know the surprise. You want to know the big announcement. Well, we got you soon. Don't worry. Russ, I thought wasn't going to be here, but Russ would not leave us hanging. So hello, Russ. We have another guest. Another guest about the big announcement. Okay. Do I need to save a vacation day for the wedding?
Well, that's not going to be announced today, but we'll see.
What are you saying?
That'll be another show guest.
Sandy, keep prying him. Love you. So, no, we're not getting married right now, but I think.
Not just yet, but.
Okay.
And that is not the answer that we're looking for. It's not the big reveal.
Marlon's be in San Diego for my birthday. Then you better go there for your birthday.
Great park.
How about LeBron not getting one vote for the first time ever in his career from my brother? Well, it's that's always a good thing. That's a less for LeBron.
I'm still upset at LeBron leaving here, and other things as well. So we're not going to talk about that.
And then shout out to Nicaragua for getting their first bid to the Caribbean Series from how they performed in the World Baseball Classic. Yes.
And not just that, but if you guys, we talked about it in a previous show, but since we got some more audience members this go around, one of their pitchers, the Nicaragua national team had nobody in the majors. They were all minor league players and playing in their country. Yep. And one guy struck out the top three, number 1, 2, and 3 on the U.S. lineup. I'm sorry, the Puerto Rican lineup.
Yeah.
And
then he got a call right in the parking lot.
Yeah, he got a call as he was getting onto the bus, and they signed him to a major league deal.
Yes.
He's starting off in the minors, of course, but they signed him. The Detroit Tigers, I believe, were the team that gave him a contract. Mm-hmm. So that was an awesome story. Speaking about Nicaragua.
We have another guest. You are upgrading to the orange parking pass. Don't get Lou started, please. He called our rep, and we have a great rep this year. We're shout out to Jordan. We're so excited. But we are still on that waiting list. We are in the parking lot where the cars went on fire, and that happened about 10 rows behind us. So we're still in that lot. Pray that our car doesn't catch on fire. And no, we're still in the.
We're trying to get to orange. We're trying. I got some spray paint that I'm going to put on my my yellow pass and see if it passes through.
Calvin in the house. You're throwing out the first pitch of the Marlins game.
No,
I wouldn't do a rally for that. Please, they beg people to do that. No.
Yeah.
All right, and then obviously one more thing. Last week was the NFL draft. Dolphins had 4 draft picks this year, right? A light draft for the Dolphins. Our buddies in the AFC East had a lot more draft picks. The Jets had 7. The Patriots had 11. The Bills had 6. So just
of course, Bill Belichick loves to hoard his draft picks. He loves to keep them and. I don't know 11 draft picks. What are you going to do? That's a whole side of the defense or offense. 11 players. I mean, I don't know what Bill's doing with all those picks, but whatever.
Okay, so I'll be honest with you guys. Lou and I are we love doing this, but we're both super nervous telling you this. All your guesses have been wrong, right? We don't have an orange parking pass. I'm not pregnant. Lou didn't propose yet. So. Obviously, you guys are all here to find out what's going on in our lives. That's essentially
going to do this. You want to do it now instead of talking about the draft?
Yeah, no. We have a full house.
Okay.
We will talk about the Dolphin draft if anybody wants to talk about that after. But let's get into it.
Okay.
You
want to do it, or you do it?
Okay. All right. So, geez, right? And how do you even script this? We just got to get right into it.
Yeah.
So for the past few months, Lou and I have had some talks about something that we kind of wanted to put into fruition, and we just kind of felt it out to see if it would work. And after doing research and doing our part in due diligence, we took the next step to actually make it happen. So without further ado, we are excited to share with you that
she's literally sharing the screen with you right now.
That we have launched 305 Sports Travel, Finvasions, Dolphins road games, tailgates, away game track packages, and more. Finvasions.
You actually made it into a word.
I did. So let's just show them some of this. Upcoming, Canton, Ohio, Philadelphia, Baltimore. Go a little more here, what we do, and then here. So, stop sharing. All right. So, Lou and I have launched 305 Sports Travel as an official.
Yeah,
we're official.
We're going all in. Basically,
yes. So here we go.
We've the last 2 seasons we've gone to 2 games each.
2 games every year.
Every year for the last 2 years. I go back to my first Dolphin road game was in 2010, and I got a winning record. I'm at 12 games overall, 7-5. So I do have a winning record. Very hard to do, by the way, in the NFL road arenas, stadiums. So, this was time to do this. We were gonna go for our 3rd trip back in January for the playoff game against the Bills. And man, we almost won that game, right? Skylar Thompson, our 3rd string undrafted quarterback, almost won that game. And we were looking at each other like we should have been there. Mm-hmm. And so that's where it all started. We just said, look, we don't want to miss these opportunities moving forward. And the goal here is, you saw that Ash, when she showed you the website, we definitely are going to do Philadelphia. No matter what, Philadelphia is a game that we are going to go to, and we hope that you join us in that venture out there. We are planning on Baltimore because we were there last year. So right now we're looking at 2 trips. Of course, this is all depending on what happens next Thursday. I know some of you were thinking that we had an actual scheduled week. We don't. We've tried. We've called a bunch of people. We've reached out to some Dolphins alumni, and we've tried to pry it out of them. We've tried to We've called the opposing teams on our schedule, and unfortunately, we didn't get any. So, but again, this is all pending. We are doing this, but it's all going to depend when these games are scheduled and how everything shapes up. But we do have amazing contacts that we're leaning on and going to work with. We have vendors that we have been talking and have been in contact with nonstop. Hotels, the same thing. Again, though, we cannot do anything until that schedule comes out. But we have a great plan in place based on what we've done just this past year alone, and going to Chicago and in Baltimore, you hosted 2 amazing parties, and it's time. It's time for the Dolphins to have this. We are on the verge. We just talked about how the Panthers and the Heat right now shocked the world as 8th seeds, and they have brought a lot of continued success. We're even talking about what the Hurricanes and the FAU Owls did down here, and we actually thought about launching for that, but the turnaround time was so quick, and if we could be honest, neither the Owls or the Hurricanes were expected to make it to the Final Four, but we were seriously considering it. But then we just thought that we are such passionate Dolphin fans, and those of you who are as well know what we mean. We all share that common, bond and love for the team, and we just wanted to do this the right way. And the right way to do it is to take the show on the road, literally, when the Dolphin season kicks off in the fall.
So what does this mean? This means that it's going to be a package, right? The package is going to include things like hotel. It's going to include a tailgate. It's going to include Dolphin fan socials. It's going to include a game ticket. So you do not need to go try to find a hotel in East Bumble, what, and figure out okay, are other Dolphin fans staying there? Where are Dolphin fans meeting up before the game? Where's the tailgate? Where are the meetups? Who can I sit with at the game? If you're a solo traveler, if you're a group traveler, we're going to make this all together for everybody. You guys know that we travel at these games. We meet people there. People come with us. And now it's time to just put all the pieces together and let's do this. Yeah. We know that other teams travel well. I don't want to say take over the Hard Rock, but let's look. The Vikings had an amazing turnout at the game in October at the Hard Rock. Steelers do it well. We know the Cowboys. When the Cowboys come to the Hard Rock this year, they're going to show up in numbers. So why can't the Dolphins do this? Why can't we do this? So we are.
I would say also, and we, this is part of why we put this together.
Yeah.
We do it. We just don't do it
collectively
and together as other fan bases do. We see pockets of fans all over. The Dolphins are well represented. You got to remember the Dolphins. I know people they kind of make fun of us too sometimes. Oh, you keep talking about that 1972 season. Well, everybody else does too, right? I mean, every show that you go on during the Super Bowl is talking about it. This whole past year was the 50th anniversary. Yeah, it's been a long time, but we have a rich, proud tradition. And a lot of people, it was handed down to them. Since it's been 50 years, you're talking about people's grandfathers, people's, elderly fathers at this point who are, have passed down their fandom of the Miami Dolphins. And so we do see it, but we haven't seen it yet in a big group together. And so we're trying to do that. We were just in Chicago, and a buddy of ours, Andrew, we were so excited when we saw him in the airport. And the airport had a lot of Dolphin fans in Dolphin gear going to Chicago for that game. We had good representation. We got so excited when Andrew said, "Oh, you're at the Hilton as well?" And we ended up finding out that we were at 2 different locations. So this is going to be what we're trying to provide here is, again, we go from Miami. We're going to provide options. We'll all leave from Miami together. We understand that there's a lot of you out there that don't live locally. So a lot of our fans that are season ticket holders for the Dolphins come in from the west coast of Florida, from central Florida, from North Florida. This is
San Diego, UK.
Absolutely.
Hello, Ocala.
Hello. And if you want to come down and spend
Texas,
let's say there's a Thursday game, and then we got a game that Sunday. Come on down for that Thursday game, and we'll all leave together on Friday. But the point of this is for all of us to be in the same location. I don't want to hear, "Oh, where are you? You're across town. Okay, that's 25 minutes away. You're over there. You're 30 minutes in the other direction." No, we're all going to be in the same place. All right. That would happen when we start our Finvasions, as we're calling them, which would be on a Friday. Fly out first thing Friday morning. get out there, have a bunch of activities planned for you guys. Saturday, we're going to do our what we're calling our Fin Fan Social. So we're going to get all of us together. We're going to give you bands so you can. We've been working with bars at the cities that we're targeting to get you guys specials at those bars that we can all enjoy together and be get excited for that game the next day. Sunday, we're going to take you from the hotel to the tailgate location. Again, we are working on locations. We have a couple finalized where we are going to have just an unbelievable tailgate. It's going to have a Miami flavor, a Miami Dolphin flavor, but we're also going to cater to the foods that are in that city. So if it is Kansas City, we will have barbecue. If it's Philadelphia, we're going to have cheesesteaks. We're going to do stuff that is going to, we're going to bring the Miami flavor, obviously, but we're also going to experience what that town has to offer. And then, of course, the game, right? It's the game. Win that game. Enjoy that Sunday night victory, and then fly you back home on Monday, sorry. Victory Monday after the game
or
Sunday.
Sunday night, most likely Sunday. I'll be able to get back to work Monday.
That as well, but
if you don't need the flight, like let's say we're playing in Philadelphia, I know we have a lot of fans in Philadelphia. We will have it where there may be aspects where you just want to show up at the tailgate. Now we want to package it as a package, but there will be options where we're not going to say no if you don't need the hotel. So just know that there are going to be many options, and but the airfare is an option. And if you're coming from South Carolina, Sheldon in the house. So again, here, I have to share it. Here we go. So let me show you guys. Again, it's 305 Sports Travel. And here we are on our website. It's mobile friendly. 305, it's our logo, Dolphin road games, tailgates, away game, travel packages, and more. Finvasions.
Which you made into a verb.
I did.
I didn't know what a verb was, I could be honest with you. I have problems with my...
Right now, we're looking at Canton doing something out there, Philadelphia and Baltimore.
So if you could just go back to Canton. So with Canton, Ohio, obviously, Zach Thomas is going into the Hall of Fame, and we hope in the very near future, if not next year, Richmond Webb joins them. But so there's been a lot of demand. A lot of people have reached out to Ashley and myself and wanting to know. We made it very public that we're going to be out there. There's a lot of stuff going on there. As of right now, we have a deal in place with Shula's, and we are trying to make sure that anybody that wants to join us, you have the information. We will provide tickets as well for the induction ceremony on Saturday. So that is going to be also released next week once the NFL schedule comes out and we know our destinations.
Perfect. Yeah. So what do we need you to do now? Right? We can't do anything until Roger Daddy Goodell gives us the schedule.
By the way, he got a lot of cheers at the draft last week, right? I mean, I don't know if people are too happy with him, but go ahead, Roger Daddy Goodell.
Talking about Canton, Adam's going there this Saturday. Yes, we're going to reach out to you about something, so stay tuned with that.
Yes, I know. I told him about that. Yeah, but he's going out there. That's awesome.
Perfect. Cool. Okay, so what do we need you guys to do now? So, first of all, give us your blessing and support, and let's go Dolphins, right? And you don't even need to be a Dolphins fan. Let's say Russ and Adam are like, hey, Eagles have a bye this week. I don't want to go to DR or Quimby. I want to go hang out with some Dolphin fans. Anybody can join us, but obviously it is tailored towards Dolphin fans. So what do we need you to do now? So go to the website, www.305sportstravel.com, and there's many sections on the website that say be the first to know about the upcoming 305 sports travel trips. So right here, we want your information. As soon as we get this planned out, as soon as the schedule's released, it is right in this area, right over here, that you'll be able to give us the information that we need. We just got our first inquiry from Sheldon Young. Nice. You know what, Sheldon, for doing that, we're sending you a prize. We did the test one, and I was like, hello.
I subscribed like 5 different times.
Okay, but that doesn't count. Sheldon is the first one.
Very nice,
the first one to do it. So Sheldon gets 5 stars today. So guys, if you could, please go to the website and put your information here.
First and last name, your email.
And where you're from. So we can start keeping track. So if we're going to Philadelphia, we know that our people in Philadelphia don't need a flight to Philadelphia. So we're going to get everything planned like that. So go ahead and put your information right here with for us so we can start seeing where the interest is and how we can build out these packages. So that's the first step. And then what else? And that's what we have right now. So that's your homework.
The website.
And another one, Kathleen Marks. Oh, hello, Kathy. She's a woman and she gets things done. I mean, Sheldon, trust me, I know he would, but Kathy, I know that's from Kathy. So perfect. Shout out to the Marks.
Thank you guys.
Yes.
Yeah, no, look, so definitely, this is right now, the website has all the information you need, but we can't do anything until, as you mentioned,
schedule's released.
Daddy Goodell gets that schedule out there, but we're looking forward to it. I'm sure there's going to be leaks. I'm sorry we don't have anything for you today. If you need problems with leaks, go see a plumber. But there's going to be leaks coming up in the coming days with specifics to the Europe games, the London game. All that stuff's going to be released in the upcoming days, and I'm sure they'll tease what they're going to do for the Kansas City Chiefs, who of course won the championship last year, who they will be hosting in the opener on Thursday Night Football. And then, everything else will be out there. We're excited to know who's going to be playing on that Sunday night special package. The Dolphins only had one Sunday. Well, we got flexed into the Sunday night game in Los Angeles against the Chargers, but we only had one game originally scheduled. So we are excited to see what that Sunday night schedule looks like, what that Monday night schedule looks like, and even that Amazon Prime schedule on Thursday, which I think we could all agree that we don't like the Amazon Prime package. But hey, if they're playing on Thursday and it works out, we're going to make it happen. I think they're also doing a Black Friday game this year.
Yeah, but Russ thinks it's the Eagles-Giants. He already leaked that.
Russ, are you leaking?
He is.
You couldn't share anything with us, Russ?
Adam is the third subscriber. Adam Gilmore is the third subscriber.
Thank you.
We got flex back. So Jets will be all over prime time. It'll be horrible. Yeah, don't remind us.
Yeah, that's going to be so bad.
Sandy the fourth. Oh, so it is working. So at least we know our site is working. So that is a great start, right?
Thank you guys
Perfect.
Thank you guys for reinforcing that the website works. So
yes.
That's good. But no, look, it's going back to what we were talking about, with at the beginning of the show, with our teams having such success. At that Heat game in New York against a team that hasn't been in the playoffs forever, right? And all of a sudden, the Heat are winning that game, and you heard, it was a close game, you heard "Let's Go Heat" chants in the Garden. So again, take it from a person who has done this. Like I said, I have a winning record with the Dolphins on the road, 7-5, and we go to games all the time, right?
Yeah.
You go to a game, and there's nothing like when your team scores a touchdown and the whole stadium goes nuts, right? Everybody's celebrating. They're shooting off fireworks. The scoreboard's going all over the place. The smoke's coming up. They're playing the theme song. That's great. But you know what's almost, I dare to say it's even better than that, is when you are in a stadium as an opposing fan and you get that dub. You get that victory. You get that victory.
Wow.
And what do you hear? Silence, crickets. To be in a stadium of 75, 80,000 people, and maybe under 10,000 is what your side is rooting for.
Yeah.
None of the other fans are saying anything. They're all quiet, and you're the ones that's making noise. And unfortunately, because it's the home team, you can't drown out that noise. But they ain't saying anything because you just pulled off that victory. There's no thrilling, feeling of euphoria that you can have as to watching your team that you follow and are passionate about winning a game on the road.
Love you, Sandy.
And that's why, yes, Sandy's been to many games all over the place as well.
Yes.
So
it's a great opportunity to see our team on the road.
Absolutely.
Perfect. Crazy Dolphins fan in the house. Salutations, Sports Wave and Fins fan. Let's hit the likes. Appreciate you. Definitely. That's one thing. We don't tell you to like and subscribe. We're just so excited for you guys to be here.
Let's do it.
Like and subscribe our stuff. I guess that's important too, right?
It is important. We got a lot of things that we want to do, obviously. We are very passionate about this team. And, Ashley and I, we actually met at a Dolphin game. I don't know if a lot of people know.
Lou's giving us her. Hold on. Bring it with the tears. Sit back. All right, go tell her love story.
Get your Kleenex out now.
It was love at first sight, right?
Look, we met at a Dolphin game, and obviously our love for the team is unparalleled.
Your love for me.
Well, that too. But our love for the team is very special, and we both have. Obviously, we wouldn't be together if we didn't have similar personalities. But besides. Similar.
That's the married couples in the house.
I'm sorry. I meant similar interests, not personality.
I know. I'm
we're
like,
nothing
wait,
alike.
you are nuts.
No, but look, when you we have the same similarities that we like to.
Same interests and hobbies, Luke.
Sorry,
Come on, man. This is not Tinder or Bumble. We have similar hobbies and interests, man.
Okay, so we have what she said. And one of those is that we love bringing people together.
Yes.
Anybody who knows me, within 2 minutes, you know what you get in me. I'm a person that's, very selfless. I will give you not just a shirt off my back. I'll give you my shoes, my socks, everything. I want you to be happier than me. I want you to be more happy than when I'm, trying to be happy. I want you to have a good time. That's always, anybody that knows me knows I'm that way. It's something that maybe is at a fault that I have.
So but, are you a commercial for Bumble right now?
Or maybe I am. But the point is that we love to bring people together. We love to, bring people joy. And we
okay, so when you want that D-Wade jersey tomorrow night, that's a Lonzo Mourning White inside joke. Hi, I'm Lou, and I enjoyed long walks on the beach. Our site looks great internationally on the mobile in UK.
Wow,
so we have made it.
Our signal reached overseas. That's great.
Yes. So going back to Lou said, we get so much joy not only meeting other Dolphin fans from around the world, but connecting people. And that's one thing that I really like to do. Like even on social media, I'll be like, oh, tell me where you're from, and for other people to meet. So a part of this 305 sports travel is to really connect people from all around the world, because a few things. Number one, during the off season, there's a lot of months in the off season, and people tend to get sad and depressed during the off season. And it's important to have those bonds and friendships to know, hey, yes, we are friends during the regular season, but let's keep those bonds strong during the off season. Just this off season, Kirk's in the house. Kirk and his wife, Kathy. Kirk's a huge Red Sox fan. I'm a huge Red Sox fan. We met up at Fenway South.
We did.
And we met through the Dolphins. So we love to connect Dolphin fans. Number two, we love to travel. A lot of people like to travel. We know cities. Lou and I, honestly, we travel well. And we know the ins and outs of these cities and how to put them together. We want to do that for other people.
Yep. And most of our travels, I would say all of our travels revolve around sports, right? So, we'll go somewhere and we'll see the sights and eat the best food in that city. I like to go up the tallest building, and see the city from the highest point. All those things, but all our trips are revolved around a sporting event.
Yeah,
it just is. And, we love to do it, and this is why we're putting this forward. We've been talking about this for a long time, and this is the time. I mean, we're coming off a playoff appearance. I know we lost.
Well, it's not really the time. We have two teams in the playoff right now, so it's not the right time.
Well, no. I'm saying for this upcoming season.
For the season.
And it's time for the Dolphins to follow what the Panthers and the Heat and the FAU Owls.
Get in the playoffs.
Yeah, get in the playoffs and win. And it's been a long time coming, right? Let's be honest. We haven't won a playoff game since the year 2000. Everybody remembers Lamar Smith at the Hard Rock, which back then didn't have a roof. That's how long it's been. Back in 2000, that was our last playoff win. And, man, it's been 23 years. So it'll make it 24 years once we, enter this season. So I think that we're on the right track. We're going to have a successful season, and we want you. We're going to put this together in hopes that you guys come out and join us. If you are not a Dolphin fan, like I said, that's okay. If you know Dolphin fans that aren't in the chat right now or are not seeing this later, tell them about it. Let them know that this is what we're trying to do, so we can get people to come out, root our Fins on, and
definitely. Another thing I want to mention, just reminding me of Sheldon, we have met some of the best people just by being Dolphin fans.
Absolutely.
Sheldon, I don't know if our paths would have connected in this world without being Dolphin fans. Somebody from South Carolina, with Graham being in the UK. So to have a fan base and to meet some of the most amazing people like Sheldon and Graham one day, just based around a Dolphins team is such a big thing in itself. So if we can do that for other people and connect them as well, we're doing our job here.
We've also what did Adam say?
Oh, Adam says, so Lou, the CN Tower in Toronto, you can go up 1,100 feet, step outside, and they will harness you in the building. You'll lead over downtown. So let me tell you something about that.
It's right next to the Rogers Center. Adam is going to be going up to Toronto to watch the Blue Jays.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's going to be doing that this summer. And that's one. I definitely need to be up that tower and check it out.
Okay, Lou, you're lying to everybody, because when Lou and I went to New York, 3 months ago, New York has something very similar to that, where you lean over a tower, they harness you, and Lou refused to even
No.
Lou refused to even give me the second of the doubt to even let it happen.
If I may.
Go ahead, of course.
I refused to do it because when we went, it was in February, and it was minus 20 degrees outside. Okay, so I'll consider it. It's not one of my favorite pastimes to be catapulted out of a building, but I'm definitely not doing it when it's 20 below. Okay, so get it right.
He wouldn't have met Papa B without me. That's you true. Met your boy.
That's my boy. That is
without
my boy.
Me. So it's all about connections. So
give him a follow, by the way, as well. The Beer Guy Corp. He is the man. Jawan Samuel. Thank you so much for
Adam
everything.
has a show too as well. Make sure to give him a show.
Adam's joined our show in the past.
Yeah.
He did a show last night, the Unhappy Gilmore show, and he also has a great amount of contacts with Green Legion. He's doing shows on remote locations, so absolutely. Unhappy Gilmore in the house.
Panthers are up 3-2.
Are they really?
Yeah. So I saw some comments here, and then I'm in a chat with my boss and my coworker, and my coworker sends the emoji rats. So he just sent 3 with an exclamation point. And I'm like, wait, 3? And I just leaned over. Panthers up 3-2 second quarter. We also found out that number 28 on the Panthers took a puck to the face.
Ooh.
Ouchie poos.
Ouch.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah.
So
speaking of just going up really quick back to the Panthers and the so we got a crazy weekend ahead with now these series shifting back down here to Miami.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something. And actually, you mentioned this, and I'll let you tell the story. But the Knicks, obviously, a lot of people call Miami the 6th borough. Is that right, or the 7th borough? I don't know. What's of New York? Right. So exactly. So that's my point. Miami is considered the 6th borough because there's so many New Yorkers down here, and there will be a lot.
Do you have a problem against them?
There will be a lot of New Yorkers at the Kaseya Center on Saturday and Monday night. Okay, and then as far as the Canadians and the Toronto Maple Leafs fans, which they're actually more starving for a championship than the Dolphins. They have not won it since 1966. They have not won since 1966. A lot of Toronto and Canadians here, and go ahead to the story. What the Panthers said.
Well, Graham first wants to know, why would anyone want to hang over a building? If you want a rooftop view, look over Google Earth. So we know if we do any excursions on these foundations, Graham's not going anywhere up.
Valid point, my man. I cannot, you said it perfectly. I can't contest that.
Okay, so I don't know if you guys heard. So obviously the Florida Panthers are playing the Toronto Maple Leafs second round of the playoffs. Canadians are amazing hockey fans, right? Best of the best.
Hardcore.
The hardcore. In general, Florida has a lot of snowbirds who are Canadians who live down in Florida for 6, 7, 8 months out of the year. And so a lot of them are from Toronto. Toronto is a major city.
Yep.
And so basically FLA Live, where our Panthers play, they know that the Maple Leaf fans will fill up FLA Live. Like, it will be a home game for them. It will be
not a home game, but
it'll be so many. It'll feel like
it'll be like what we're trying to do at other stadiums.
Exactly. So so Beer Guy. So exactly, yeah. So what Ticketmaster did, and also FLA Live is
I didn't know
when you have. So let's say I'm Canadian and I'm down in Florida and I want to see my Maple Leafs play on Sunday. The game is on Sunday.
Sunday and Wednesday.
I go and put you have to make a profile. I go and put my name, Ashley. When you put your address, if you do not have a USA address, you are not allowed to buy tickets from these sites. They have blocked it. They have restricted it that they only want US citizens, aka Panthers fans, to be at the FLA Live. Now, people will get around it, but it will prevent a lot of people from being able to get tickets because they truly want the American fans to have a righteous shot to see their fans.
That is very un-American, but you know what? They're Canadians, so I don't care.
They won't sell tickets. And that's the thing. They won't sell tickets to people from Canada.
Exactly.
Okay, that's like the point. That's the whole thing is that they're just not doing it. So they're obviously, they will find their way. When there's a will, there's a way.
I mean, you can't stop somebody.
You can't, and especially if they're excited like that. But it's just crazy to think granted, for example, I love the Heat. I love the Miami Heat. I cannot imagine Madison Square Garden saying, if you have a Miami address, you can't buy tickets for the Heat. No, and they wouldn't, but that's how these people are taking it. I'd be like, screw you. Like, I'm going up to the Garden. I'm seeing the Heat. So I think it's hysterical. It's crazy, right? It's crazy.
It is.
But it's like Florida, man. Anything goes here.
That's right. Welcome to Florida, baby.
How about the Celtics Sixers series playing 2 games between games 2 and 3 of the it's like nonstop.
It is. What they try to do there is it looks like every team though is going to get like a 2 to 3 game break. And look, for the Heat, it worked out perfectly. Jimmy Butler unfortunately got hurt in game 1, finished the game, but he did not play in game 2. And as a result of that, he's going to get 5 full days of rest before game 3 on Saturday.
Yeah.
So that worked out for the Heat perfectly. I thought, it was the right move. I always say this, you never, ever, ever concede a playoff game. Never, ever, ever. Oh, well, we won 1. No, that's ridiculous because you don't know what's going to happen. Yeah. Look at all these stars have been dropping like flies. So if you get a chance to play, get out there. But in this case, I think that he did the right thing.
Yeah. Kirk makes a good point here. Going back to, I wish the Dolphins could do something similar to that or stop season ticket holders from selling to visiting teams or lose their tickets. It's a huge problem at the Hard Rock.
Look, it's really I get it, but there's so many transplants down here. And look at our division alone. You're talking about we're in the South all the way down here. And thankfully we stayed in the division. It would have actually made more sense for the Colts to have stayed there when they did the whole realignment. And they could have put a division of, what a lot of people know would have been the Buccaneers, the Falcons, and the Saints, and the Dolphins. But they didn't want to go to radical realignment, and I'm glad they didn't because the Dolphins have a history in that division. But the reality is all those teams are from the Northeast.
Yeah.
The Patriots, the Jets, and the Bills.
I get it.
2 of those are in the same state, and one of them is in a bordering state, right? Connecticut borders. I'm sorry, I'm not good at geography, as you can tell.
Kirk, I'm going to tell you a story a little later. But
It's a joke.
Real quick, when the Devils are playing the Rangers, Game 7, Lou had so many questions about the Prudential Center compared to Madison Square Garden. How do people from New York get to New Jersey? Are there Rangers fans in New Jersey? Oh, we had a full geography lesson. Like, Lou couldn't understand that. Like, it's super close to each other.
We can't do that here.
Yes.
We are a peninsula. We're a peninsula, and we can't just drive into another state or city. It takes 11 hours to get out of Florida.
Yeah, so
it is like a
Lou just couldn't understand like
I
how
do understand.
There was so many like Rangers fans there. I said, Lou, like first of all, half the Rangers fans live in Jersey, and the people who are Rangers fans in New York just take the train, take the path. Like, but so huge.
I was also asking you why the Devils have moved around so much because they,
they played at Meadowlands and then they moved to Prudential. So, anyways, so that is our announcement again, guys. 305 Sports Travel is legit. Away Dolphins games, we are your people to go to. So far, we are waiting for Daddy Goodell to give us a schedule, but we are looking at for sure going to Philadelphia and Baltimore this year once the schedule is released. We also have some things going on with Canton, Ohio, maybe a party at Don Shula's Kitchen, and then other things with that. So we can't do anything right now, but we need you to go ahead and subscribe to the website so at least we can have your name. And as soon as these details are released, you'll be the first to know. Obviously, these packages are going to be limited to a certain amount of people. This is, our first year doing this, so we want to make sure that we put the best product available for everybody. And first come, first serve. So please, in the meantime, give us your information here.
The plan is also very important. If we want to say this, we understand that these trips, not everybody can forget about going to a home game. It's hard to travel. We understand that. And we will have payment plan options.
Yes.
That's the best way to do it because we know that we've done it. We understand to go out there and book a flight, a hotel, tickets to the game. Where are you going to tailgate? And then not knowing how to get around town, taking a bunch of Ubers.
Yeah.
I hate that feeling when you get an Uber notification. Next thing you know, you got like 15 charges of Ubers.
It's so bad.
So, we want to take all that guesswork out of it. We want to make sure that we give you guys an option. And as long as you know what game you want to go once that schedule comes out, we will have a plan in place so you guys can pay that off and not do it all in one shot. And so that I think is what is the best part about this, that you're not having to commit to the payment right away. You do have to commit to the game because that's not fair on our end for us to book everything in advance for you guys. And believe me, we are going to have a lot of good surprises and a lot of fun. We have, as I mentioned, in efforts to get a schedule leak, we have reached out to some Dolphin alumni, and again, no promises, but we have a lot of things in store, and we can't wait to share that with you guys. So just go ahead and register.
And people like for Graham is, maybe they've never been to cities in the United States like Chicago and Baltimore. So to have our support and have packages, you don't even have to be international. Like there's plenty of cities, and I've never even been to Las Vegas. I've never been to California. And so when I go out there, it'd be new for myself. So please use our services. We are here to help. And we, in the meantime, go and subscribe to the website and, of course, to the channel.
Yeah. And you mentioned Vegas. I must say that the Super Bowl this year is in Las Vegas. So
we're going to be going there this year as Dolphin fans.
A perfect time for your first visit.
Absolutely. All right, guys. So really quick, wrapping it up. Obviously, again, draft was last week. Yep. Dolphins had 4 draft picks. I was sure hoping for a tight end early. That did not happen. Or even a kicker. Sanders had a lot of issues last year. We did not do that this year. Our first pick came in the second round. It was Cam Smith out of South Carolina, cornerback. I thought we were pretty set there. I mean, I know we had some issues there, but we were pretty set. So that was a little surprising to myself and other Dolphin fans.
So, we are set in terms of, we just made a trade for Jalen Ramsey, obviously.
Yeah.
And you got Xavier Howard at the other end. Javon Holland is one of the premier secondary players in the NFL, even in just year three. But look, we had so many injuries last year.
Yeah.
Nick Needham and Brandon Jones didn't make it. They were on injured reserve to finish the year last year. Guys like Xavier Howard missed game. Eric Rowe missed a game. And so, you can never have enough depth at the cornerback position. It's so important, especially in our division alone.
Yeah.
You got Aaron Rodgers throwing. You got Josh Allen throwing. Mac Jones, not so much. But, hey, the other 2 guys are really special, right? So you got to have good secondary players to defend that. So, and look, Vic Fangio, who's on board, who's won and been successful, not as a coach, but as a defensive coordinator everywhere he's been. And if he says that he wants that first pick, if he gave his blessings for it, it's all right with me. So,
yeah, so we'll see. Obviously, the Dolphins are going to have some really big decisions to make with the 52-man roster. So it'll be interesting to see how that shapes out. Last year, Graham says, you taught us how you can never have enough cornerbacks.
Absolutely.
Yes, I see that as well, but I just feel like Gesicki, hey, got rid of him. Let's replace him. I thought we were going to get a big powerhouse there, but I know we did draft a tight end later on. And then obviously our round 3, 84th pick from the New England Patriots.
I'll let you say the name.
I don't even know it. It's
Devon A-Chain, which is
running
the best football name you could have, because A-Chain, move those chains. This is a guy that, is an electric back. He's not a workhorse. He's a little bit undersized at 5'8", barely 185 pounds, soaking wet. I think they, pumped up those stats. But look, this is a guy that was the fastest running back in the 40. So in the NFL Combine, he ran the fastest time, 4.32. That's another weapon for McDaniel to utilize. He may not be a workhorse back, but he's going to be a back that's going to complement Wilson and Mostert really well. He'll be a guy involved heavily on third downs. And so I like the pick. He scored last year. He had 1,400 total yards. He scored 8 rushing touchdowns, 3 receiving touchdowns, and he even had a kickoff return for a touchdown.
That would be nice.
So it's a guy that could do it all, and it's another speed guy that we put on our team. So I love it.
No, we'll see how it all plays out. Look at our ranks last year. Defense was a bigger priority than offense, so I can see why they went defense first. So
yeah, and another thing about the 2 guys that you just mentioned, Cam Smith out of South Carolina and A-Chain out of Texas A&M, both those guys played where? In the SEC. I mean, the SEC
powerhouse
is pretty much like the NFL.
Yeah.
I mean, you go against the best of the best in the SEC. So when you have, players coming from programs like that have been battle tested and, have to be elite in order to be on the field, that's a tremendous relief for Dolphin fans to know that we got guys coming from those programs
that know how to really play good football.
Absolutely.
That'd be exciting.
Yep.
So that's what we got for you.
What's the score? Give me a score update.
There's 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Second period just ended. Okay. Going into intermission.
Nice. All right. So I said we get out of that. For those that are joining late into the show right now, or for those that are watching this at a later time, we again ask that you help spread the word. This is something that we didn't just draw it up on a kitchen napkin. Trust me, a lot of effort. I can't tell you how much. A lot of effort, a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of phone calls, a lot of stuff. We don't even want to get into it. There'll be a book that'll document all that. But
how to start a business? We got you.
Right. So we definitely learned a lot of lessons, and this was not an easy process. I'll just say that. But we have got something here that we believe is special, that we are excited to share with you guys. We hope that you come out and join us, and it's going to be an amazing ride. So get the word out there. If you're a Dolphin fan, jump on board. If you're not, get the word out to those that are.
And be a Dolphins fan.
Come
on, like that's the
tell them
important.
one more time what they got to do to sign up or register.
Again, guys, 305 Sports Travel is the website. If you go to the bottom of the website,
you have any questions?
We have the question section. We're going to build out some social media platforms. But do us a favor, put your name and email and city, state, and subscribe. Because once you subscribe, that is where we'll have information. And as soon as these packages are built and the schedule released, you'll be the first to know.
Yep. You know? And so we don't know if again, we're not going to know when that schedule will be released. And it's going to take us a day or two. It's going to release, they're saying 8:00 next Thursday night. Obviously, we're not going to, if we do a show next Thursday night, which we're not sure if we will be, but if we do, it's going to be tough to obviously get everything up and running regardless.
Yeah.
So we will, we ask for your patience, but we will have those packages out as soon as we can finalize everything and get that out there to you guys so you guys can jump on board. Adam did mention also about what the Bird Dogs, the Georgia-Delphia Bird Dogs, they definitely drafted a lot of SEC players, primarily out of the University of Georgia, that are defending national champion winners. So
yes. The boys can play football down there.
They are stocking up on those guys. And Graham makes a good point, too.
That's all talk. That's been a lot of
Graham,
talk.
I got to be honest with you.
I think it's happening.
You think so?
Absolutely.
Because we brought back Wilson and we brought back Mostert, and now we drafted a running back. Is there room for Cook? I mean, I guess you make room.
We'll make room
if
for
he's
Cook.
Available, but it's going to have to be at the expense of somebody. And really, NFL trades, like trade for trade, player for player, same position, don't really happen. Whenever a big name player is traded, it's usually a haul of draft picks or future round draft picks. It's not something like, well, all right, we'll take Mostert back for Cook. So I don't know. It's a lot of running backs. I don't know if it's going to happen. I hope it does. I love Dalvin Cook, but we'll have to wait and see, I guess.
I'm pretty still pumped on the whole Jalen Ramsey. You don't overextend for running back, yeah.
And that's a great point. Look, you say that, and I'll agree with you, but Dalvin Cook is a special player. I mean, the guy does it on the ground, he does it in the air. He's quick. He's a good pass blocker. It's a guy that if he's available, you go out and get it. But you're right. The shelf life of a running back is so small.
Yeah.
They're very injury prone. All you got to know is that there's not a guy that you're going to hand the ball off to 30, 40 times a game. It doesn't exist anymore. What Zonka used to do back in the day, what Jim Brown used to do.
They were built differently.
They were built differently, but you don't do it anymore. So to Adam's point, you don't overextend for a running back because it's not good business. So we'll wait and see.
Gotcha.
One more thing. Sorry, we forgot to mention that the Dolphins did not extend. Speaking about extending,
Noah.
They did not extend Noah Iganagami, which I think everybody in the room can agree. Good. He was been horrible. We mentioned earlier how we had to draft a cornerback and how we had so many injuries last year to cornerback position, and he wasn't able to take advantage of that. So good riddance. I know he's under contract this year. He may not even make the team, to be honest with you. So that's one. And then Austin Jackson is the other guy. I like Austin Jackson. I'm going to say he was drafted 18th overall, so we did give up. That's a big draft position to be picked at. He's moved around from the left side to the right side, but we drafted him at only 20 years old. This guy is still growing. He's only 23 years old. He missed the whole season last year. He only played 4 games. So I see why they did it. He didn't earn that 5th year, but if he has a good year this year, I think that they'll work something out to keep him because I actually like him, and I think he's a player that's so young and a monster of a man that he can be developed.
We'll see.
Yep.
Perfect. Anything else?
That's it.
All right, guys. Well, we appreciate you tuning on to the show. Big announcement. I am not pregnant. We're not getting married right now. Lou may be pregnant.
I may be pregnant.
We haven't.
Twins, baby. Twins.
We haven't established that. And no, Kirk, we have not yet to get an orange parking pass, unfortunately.
By the way, Kirk, I wish that was the announcement. I want that orange pass.
If we get that orange pass, we'll have a show with fireworks. We'll have Dan Marino announce that.
Oh man, I want that orange pass so bad.
Oh my goodness, please.
Yeah.
So that would have been a great announcement, but no.
It would have, but it's not.
But yeah, so again, Panthers are playing game 2 tonight in Toronto. They are currently up 3-2 going into the 3rd. Heat versus Knicks are tied series 1-1. Game comes down here on Saturday 3:30 p.m. with anticipation fully that Jimmy Butler will be playing. Game 4 will be on Monday here at the Kaseya Center. And the Marlins are just a roller coaster, right? I mean,
What's new?
You sweep the Cubs, you get swept by the Braves. Just the life of a Marlins fan. So here we go.
Again, so many injuries too. They've had so many injuries out the gate, but hey, they're still. I think they're actually at 500 with the loss today. That's not bad.
It's not bad. That's so bad to say. It's not bad for the Marlins.
If you stay at 500, long enough, you may just end up in this race for these extra wild card spots. So I'll take that all day if they can.
I really like Luis Ariz, though. I really like him.
He made about 400.
I really like him a lot.
Yep.
So
absolutely.
Thank you for that one. Yep. All right, guys. So in closing, 305 Sports Travel. It's going to be a wild and fun ride, and we sure hope that you'll be part of it. Yep. If not, you'll be hearing a lot about it on the show, so better to just join the club since you're going to be hearing about it anyways. And that's what I got for them. That's it. That's all I got too. So we just want to watch a Panthers game. We gotta go, guys. Bye. Hope you guys have a good rest of the week. And Cinco de Mayo, baby. It's tomorrow. Get your tequila, get your quesadillas. Enjoy. Put this on your head right now. That's not gonna fit my head. Let me see. It might. I gotta say one more thing. Lou has actually, you called me kiddo. Yeah. Oh my God. Lou has had this piñata and this hat on our kitchen counter. It's coming up for a year. You did not move this all year round. That is so bad. I love quesadillas. Oh my goodness. I always like to enhance my experience. You really have not moved this since last year. This has really been sitting there anyways. Happy Cinco de Mayo. People, my girl was Cinco de Mayo. It's so cute. May the 4th be with you. And let's go Panthers and Heat. That's right. Have a great week, rest of the week, and a good weekend ahead, guys. All right. Thanks for joining us. Bye.